Okay. So we are here. We are back. And you know what? I thought I updated the... So I updated the member list and... I mean, not member, but the moderator list. I got to remod people. So... I thought I fixed the problem, but it turns out I created one. It's all good. All right, so Mike's a mod. I know Joyce84 is one. I don't know what happened, y'all. Red Star 24. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay, sometimes I get it together, sometimes I drop the ball. I don't know what happened. I have to look at it later and figure it out. I thought this channel was good to go as far as doing the updates, but we are here and we are dressed. All right, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you.
It's showtime.
Yes, it is. Hello, welcome. So if you are new here, please subscribe, thumb up the video, share everywhere, including your YouTube community tab, comment in the comment section, please and thank you. So this is the show. We went over the pre-show on Parkland Media YouTube channel, and now we're going to go over Of Myths and Monsters, some spoiler stuff, and some other stuff, including some rabbit holes. So, yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, Michelle, for some reason, people lost their moderator wrenches. I heard rumors that it happens. We're here and we are dressed. So we're going to play Of Myths and Monsters again. And I'll remod people as they come in and maybe they don't have the whole moderator thing going. So we'll do that. And then the last thing we looked at was the sledgehammer thing. We'll do that again with the sledgehammer thing. And let's see. There we go. All right, so we're going to watch this again in case anybody missed it over there on Parkland Media YouTube channel. We'll do the sledgehammer thing, and then we'll do the spoiler trailer. We'll keep our fingers crossed that everything in the spoiler trailer is going to be in this episode Sunday. And then we'll go through some email and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Because our mods are awesome. So thank you. Face You Dig, what happened? Sorry about that, Face You Dig. So welcome. Yeah, I'm slipping today. I'm slipping. I am slipping today. I swear I updated everything. I thought I was good. I'm not good. I'm bad. All right. So we're going to watch this and then we'll get back with the commentary.
Go on this little trip. You know you may not come back, right?
That thing I carried inside me. He feels how afraid I am. He likes it.
It's nice to see you again.
Whatever's wrong with me, what if I pass it on to someone else and then the voices start torturing them?
We came in the cars just like the rest.
Oh, I forgot to do that part. He came in the cars like the rest of us.
Cars just like the rest of
Me? What if I pass it on to someone else and then the voices start torturing them?
We came in the cars just like the rest of us. And when everyone died, I saw him. He was eating her.
So wait a minute, Victor. When did you see the man in yellow eat people when we've seen the massacre scene where the boy in white's there when you come up from the roof cellar and then the boy in white gets on the merry-go-round? So I guess Victor's going to reveal another tidbit from the massacre that he didn't share with us when he was going through the flashbacks that we saw on the show. So, okay, cool. So Victor, I think Victor's going to put two and two together, or he told Henry that, and then it's going to be like, okay, well, this guy, he came in a vehicle like the rest of us, and people will start to put two and two together, and hopefully all roads point to Sophia. And my theory is that the person in the pool is going to be Sophia, and Sophia is going to try to blame Sarah for something that Sarah did not do. That's what my thinking is. Somehow Sarah's going to get blamed, and that's why Sarah's looking the way she's looking. So it could be that Sarah's looking like, I was just getting back in good with the townspeople, and now this crap. People are going to be with pitchforks out for blood for me. All right, so we saw Of Myths and Monsters. I went over that on the Parkland Media YouTube channel, and we've gone over the spoiler video before. We're going to do it again, since it seems like this episode we're going to be getting a lot of stuff that we thought we would have to wait for. Okay, so is Jessica in the chat? Okay. So I got your email, Jessica. I emailed this to her. I'll tell everybody. So the links that you all have been sending me for videos, they're in the queue. I will watch some of them for the member videos. Right now, we're kind of knee deep in the season 4. So a lot of that stuff is going to wait till either I have the bandwidth to do it, or maybe even after the season's over with. And the reason being is that I really don't like watching someone else's video about something I'm going to cover, because I don't want their opinion to affect what I'm going to put out. So I'm kind of waiting to do some season 4 stuff, or waiting for myself to get caught up on one of the weeks, and then I could do the member video right afterwards. Like tomorrow, if there's time and everything, I may do a member video or two before the season starts. I mean, not season, but before episode 4 airs, and then kind of put that out there. We'll see. So I just wanted to address that. And I'll go through and look at some more email stuff. So I know Amanda, she has some notes that we'll probably do and put out. But until then, we're going to look at the spoiler stuff. Uh-oh. I think it's pertaining to Of Myths and Monsters that we've already seen. We're going to look at it again. Okay, here we go. So if you've already seen this on this channel or anywhere else, bear with me, or bear with us. We're going to go through it again.
This works. This changes everything.
Show me what's in here. It'll help us win.
Yeah. So I think this is the episode. This whole spoiler trailer was for Of Myths and Monsters season 4, episode 4. So just to kind of go through it again. So we've already done the previous one. We'll go through this slow again. Now, I admit the first time I went through, I was like, oh my God, they're giving us everything that we wanted. All right. So Amanda says, I think I take too many notes. No, you don't take too many notes. We all enjoy them. So Amanda says, I started to only send you videos that are from whatever month we are in at the time. Okay, well, yeah. I say send everything. This is for everybody, including Amanda. Send everything. Send it. I add it to the queue. And I mean, you all know how it is with reviewing videos and stuff. I'll review it a year later. And I'll just kind of go through and just kind of point out stuff like the title and editing choices and all that. We gets busy, and channel membership. So yeah, send everything. Send, because when it's time for it to go down, it's going to go down. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's not that I'm like purposely trying to kick anyone's back in, or I don't like anyone. I'm kind of brutally honest, and you all have seen me kind of praise other people too. Like, hey, this is actually really good, and this and that. There was this one content creator who had a video about crows, saying that Jim was going to be one of the crows. I thought it was out there, but I thought it was really good fan fiction. And, you know, we're just watching TV together, basically. So Taro T says, thank you for doing this. I'm an addict. Well, you may be in the right spot. So you might be there with Jim looking over your shoulder, looking crazy. So you're not alone in this. We're all in this together. We're all addicted. So Nost says, I think the man in yellow is why Victor could not bury everyone from when he was little, and that's why the boy in white told him to bury their things. Could be. That tidbit could come out, and that could be a thing. I mean, maybe the boy in white told Victor to not bury everything to make sure that the man in white had food. I doubt that Sophia's going to eat human food or eat animal, anything with a face or a plant or a vegetable. And this might be the only time he gets to eat is by doing this. Waiting for a massacre to happen, and then this is when he gets to sustain himself. Okay, so this is Julie. She's walking through the massacre, all the bodies laid out. She's talking to Randall before story walking. I think this is going to be it. I'm pretty sure. Okay. And we know this is going to be of Myths and Monsters because she's wearing... No. You know what? Okay, we'll... I thought I had the thumbnail ready. No. Okay, so there's an Amazon picture that has Julie with the shirt on, so we know this is the episode that this spoiler pertains to. And the thumbnail from Amazon is right here. So this thumbnail, this behind the scenes, is actually like letting us know who she was talking to, and she's wearing what appears to be like a Hawaiian type shirt or a tan shirt. So she's wearing the clothes for this episode that the spoiler pertains to. So she's gonna give Randall this is an impossible place discussion. And she's got on the tan Hawaiian looking shirt. So we know this is the time. This is going to be a big thing when this episode finally airs this Sunday. All right. So let me take time out and rename this Boyd and the Wall. All right, so we're going to do Boyd and the Sledgehammer right after this. Then I'll do the emails and stuff. All right, so let's do this again or keep going with this. This is Julie talking to Randall. I think I can do it. I have a good feeling. Uh-oh, she goes back in time and she sees the man in yellow eating. He's looking like, you're not supposed to be here. What if she runs away and he starts cracking jokes while he's got all this blood on him? That'd be hilarious. He's looking like, how is this possible? Someone just like me? She's looking like, oh my God, and she's running. So for all we know, she may run and he appears behind her. Because remember when Victor came up from the root cellar, when he walked up and saw the boy in white there was no Julie, there was no man in yellow. There was just the boy in white. So she's running towards the church. She may end up running and he may be super fast and he just appears in front of her and they have a friendly chat or a conversation. Like, how did you get here? And this is it. I'm hoping this is going to be the episode where we get the Jades. This is it. This is it, y'all. This is it. Jandal. Are we shipping Randall and Julie together? Are y'all doing that? that what we're doing? Wow. So Joyce says, as a brother-sister type duo, I don't know why I said that. Well, if you're in the southern part of America, I'm just saying, some people are all about keep it in the family. I'm just saying. Not everybody. I'm just saying.
That was sus.
Yeah, some people are into weird stuff. So Amanda says, I think Julie and Kenny would be good. I think Julie likes the bad boys. I think she likes Randall. I think Julie likes Randall, or she could like Randall, or will be paired with Randall if she gets a love interest. So we have the Jades. This was a trip last time. So Christopher, the Confederate soldier, the Union soldier, and Christopher, all with the violins. So it's going to be a trip just seeing them all playing. Maybe playing. Oh, you know what? Okay, here's what I want for this scene. This would be awesome, and it should have happened season 3, episode 10. But what would be awesome is they play the outro to each episode. Let me play it for y'all if y'all don't understand what I'm saying. If they play the outro, it's over. This is going to be the best episode ever. See, you all don't even... if they don't, they're dropping the ball. So you all don't even know, this could be a great opportunity for the show to do this. Yeah, it does. So if they're all on the Colony House balcony doing that outro with the violins, oh man. Yo, the Frumily is going to lose its mind, because I thought that's what Jade was going to play at the Faraway Tree, the Bottle Faraway Tree season 3 episode 10. He didn't do it. This would be a great time to do that. Like, they're all playing this song, and this is like the Jade theme at that point. Okay, so Mike says, I believe it's by Chris Tilton. Okay. Michelle says, I don't think Randall is a rat. What? So Amanda says, remember Julie and Kenny back at the diner the night the bus arrived? I remember back then Randall was asked about shipping him and Julie and was not favoring it because of her age. Right. So, yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? That would be better if they do the Que Sera Sera with the violins. Either one. If it's like a custom song, I'd be like, oh, okay. Okay. That's fine, y'all. If it's a custom song like Jade played at the Faraway Tree season 3 episode 10, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But it really should be the Que Sera Sera, or at least the outro for every episode. So we're going to get the Jades. Are you ready for the Jade reunion? So House of Mystics says Henry is sus for sure. How did Henry see the boy in yellow? Why do people keep calling him the boy in yellow? So how did Henry see the boy in white? That's just it. How did he see him? I think there's something special and unique with Henry, and that's why and how Henry was able to see the boy in white. Maybe, hopefully they address that in the show or give us something as to why some people can hear and see the boy in white and some people can't. Uh-oh. So Joyce84 says boy in yellow is when we think boy in white is sus. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, the boy in white does need to be given the side eye.
And to me, it's crazy.
Because he pushed Tabitha out of a lighthouse. And then he wouldn't even tell her, episode 3, why he pushed her out of the lighthouse. Why is the only way. And then when Tabitha came back season 3, he didn't like interact with her at all. He interacted with Victor when Victor was trying to chop down a faraway tree. For all we know, chopping down the faraway trees is how you free the children. That could be how you save the children, is chopping down the trees and releasing their souls.
I don't think so.
Red Star 24 says everything in From is dusty, right? Exactly. Everything is.
You're getting so close now, but I'm afraid you're running out of time.
That boy in white, he is the boy in yellow when you think about it. He is suspicious. So we're going to get the Jades. Hopefully this is not like something that's going to be put in a different episode. Hopefully we get this Sunday. Get the Jades. And then, so it was discussed that this could be, I mean, I don't see it, but this was the scarecrow that busts through the log cabin wall. Could be. It's hard to make out, but we do see something. I think it's at least a blue scarecrow. But for us to even get this scene, here's what I'm thinking. Jade goes on the trip and he sees this is their daughter who they saw that said Nkui. This could be like their daughter, the original daughter. And this could be during the time period when the original Jade and original Tabitha were around. And this could be the original Jade, the guy who was like Nkui, and he had the skull with the blood in it. So even though these are the different Jades that played a violin, we may see other versions of Jade actually interacting and not just playing music. So maybe this could be what Jade sees at first, and then he goes on, like while he's still on the trip, he sees other versions of himself doing things, and we see him interacting with the original daughter and whatnot. That's what my guess is. And then looking at Tabitha might be helping to make scarecrows. And this could be Jade having the trip with Boyd right over here, kind of monitoring him. And he could say, you know, give me some answers, give me something. And maybe while Jade's on the trip, Boyd is able to hear what he's saying there. And then so with Victor appears to be in maybe Colony House. This looks like it's the Matthews. This may be the Matthews. Let's go back to that episode where Tabitha put the letter. No, she put Victor's drawing into a drawer, and I think this might be where that wall is. Let me pull that up. Nope, I'm wrong, y'all. I'm wrong. So they may be in Colony House. So here's the I thought this was uh-oh. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it was right here. But it's not, because where Victor is, which is probably Colony House, this is I guess a white dresser, and Tabitha's in front of a wooden one that's a oak, like an oak dresser. So it's not that. So I guess Colony House it is for the win. So House of Mystics, Colony House, right? Large windows, yeah. So I think House of Mystics got it. So Amanda says, don't confuse your rank with my authority. Uh-oh, what's going on? What is going on?
Fail.
So Red Star 24 says he usually does that when he's overwhelmed. Yeah, he does. Something's coming for Colony House. Jade might be summoning Man in Yellow or something worse. Could be. Could be. So Jessica had a theory last week. So he's overwhelmed. And then Boyd is looking. I think this is when the vehicle was about to crash into the sheriff's station. Because they do that. They'll mix in, when it comes to the trailers, they will mix in old stuff with new stuff. That's what I'm thinking. And then that's Kenny right there, and Boyd kind of like jumped on Kenny to protect him. Unless this whole thing is going to be about of myths and monsters. And then yeah, so this is it. And Kui, this is going to be the dude with the red skull, and I think this is definitely the trip because it's blurry right here to the left, which kind of, in my opinion, signifies some type of like dream state. Yep. And then so maybe Jade will be able to see his younger self going forward because of the trip, and Boyd won't be. I mean, Boyd kind of looks like he's looking there, but he also could be looking forward, because whatever's coming, I think Jade can see it and the boy can see it, and I think Jade can see it. I think the boy can see it, but maybe Boyd cannot. Boyd is just there. Okay. And that's the end of that. So we'll see, y'all. We'll see. Boyd is trip sitting. Yeah, could be. Could be. So Raul says, I had someone watch from that, never watched it before, and they said something about the color yellow comes up often. Uh-oh, people are going to be saying, if it's the color yellow, the man in yellow. One day I might wear a yellow shirt, and you all would say, Spade, you're the man in yellow. So Amanda says, to me, Joyce was talking about Randall and his problem with authority. Oh, okay. Yeah, he does. He does. Randall is his own man. He is. He really is.
All right.
So just in case if you all haven't done so already.
If you haven't done so, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like the stream, fam. That helps with the algo. And welcome all. Don't forget to like, sub, and share. Thank you.
Please and thank you. All right, and Reddit for people who are doomed. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got this. I think we're good on this. So now the one other thing was looking at, is Boyd carrying a sledgehammer? And that was possibly on one of the trailers. Let's check it out. So let's pick up the sledgehammer thing. Boyd in the wall. There's Boyd in the wall right there. So bear with me. I don't have the episode pulled up anymore. We'll get to it. No, not the episode, the trailer. Trailer. That's why I closed that down, because I need the trailer. And I think it is the March trailer. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Is this the thing?
Something's different. I'm changing. I don't know if I like who I'm becoming.
Just want to complain one time. You see how misleading this is right here? I thought it was a statue. Anyway, let's keep going. And Kui. That's totems. Scarecrow. Okay, so I'm thinking that the doll that child was playing with could be this blue scarecrow. I don't think it was the one that bust through the cabin where Tabitha and Ethan were inside. This is Boyd in the nightmare. He talks to Acosta afterwards. Scarecrow's up. Spoiler alert. The priest came by himself. Sophia in yellow. I'm just lost out here, sir. Can you help me? Yeah, Sophia putting on. Okay, this is when Donna was saying that we need to know what's down there. Okay, so we really can't see his hands, but he does have on that shirt. So for all we know, he could be looking at the wall in the March. Was this March? Yeah. So in the March trailer, he could have been looking at the wall and had the sledgehammer in his hand. And this could be to smash the wall and get whatever is behind this wall. It does look exactly like the root cellar. And it would make sense that it's the wall where Fatima had her head at when she was giving birth. So that's why I was saying that I think it's the root cellar, but it could be the church. It could be. I mean, I imagine that Boyd's walking around with the suit jacket and the tan shirt, and he takes off the jacket to start getting busy, and that could be what it is here. So we'll see, because the patterns of the basement and the root cellar, they're the same as if they're made by the same person or people at the same time. So it's anybody's guess. It would make more sense, in my opinion, for it to be the root cellar, because the root cellar seems to be somewhat mysterious, but I could also see it being in the in the Colony House basement after Acosta finds like plans for Colony House, and there's a wall there and it shouldn't be. I could see either way. So Nost says it could be the path to the Lake of Tears. Could be. It could be. But I imagine that, okay, so this wall, let's just say this is the wall where Fatima had her head. Remember, below, when the trap door opens up and you go down the steps, actually, let me pull that up. Because, I mean, it could be like a pathway to get to a lake underground. But then again, if that's the case, then why would Ethan and Tabitha be in the log cabin in the scene in the trailer when the scarecrow busts through the wall? Okay, so we're looking at the root cellar. Some root cellar pics. Okay, so here's a root cellar pick. All right, it could be that Boyd is hammering at the wall that's over here behind Fatima, and that goes into that direction because this is the door that Boyd came in right here. You can't see it because it's off screen, of course. When the trap door opens up, it goes down that way, and I think it goes to the left. And that's how Boyd was able to see. No, actually, you know what? When Kenny went down there, it seemed like it was a maze, and we don't know exactly the path that Boyd took to get into the chamber. It appeared that it was like right after Boyd went down the ladder and down the steps. But it kind of, based off of Kenny navigating the caves, it seems like it just goes all the way like a straight line. So if Boyd is hammering this way, it could lead to a pathway that gets you to the Lake of Tears that the monsters could be guarding. Maybe that's the reason the monsters are in the cave with their trophies and different things from kills, is that they're not really just going to torment the townspeople, but they're living in the caves to prevent people from getting to the quote unquote Lake of Tears underground. Could be. It could be. Okay, Amanda's doing typing errors. Uh-oh. Sometimes, hey, typing errors, it hits everybody. So House of Mystic says, Sophia is in Colony House saying, is time to play, correct? Sorry, I was late. So I don't know. I don't know where Sophia is. She does say that in the trailer, but where, don't know. Don't know. It would make sense if Sophia is saying time to play to Sarah, control Sarah and make Sarah do something to Sophia, and then Sophia is in the pool. Like maybe Sarah pushes Sophia in the pool while people are watching, and then Sarah comes to and then runs to see who she pushed in the pool, and oh my God, it's Sophia. Okay, so Amanda says, I think the Lake of Tears is underground. Could be. It would give a reason, let me take this down. It would give a reason for Boyd to go here into the root cellar. This could be the root cellar. I mean, no, this is the root cellar that Boyd goes into. So it could give a reason for Boyd to go to the root cellar and smash the wall, because it leads to a secret passageway that would go to the Lake of Tears. That would make sense. He said it looks like where Fatima is making her mud pie in the room. In her room. So where she's doing the mud pie is in her room. Let's see. So I'll pull that picture up in a moment. Yeah, Fatima's doing that in her actual room. Let's see. Season 4. Yeah, so the reason why don't think that, because the wall is made of wood. And then even when Fatima was like laying on the bed talking to Boyd and everybody else, it was like a wooden background behind her. But in Colony House's basement, there is stone down there. So it could be in Colony House's basement. I'm hoping that this Sunday we see where he's hammering with a sledgehammer, and we get to know, okay, this is the episode with the sledgehammer, and then we can figure out and know where he's hammering at. So bricks to block the exit kimono woman took. Well, the kimono woman went down the hatch. And we haven't seen her the entire season. As far as 4 so far, with just 3 episodes. So she went down the hatch. So if Boyd is hammering the wall in the root cellar, it could be leading to somewhere where that was blocked off for whatever reason. But she went down the hatch at the end of season 3, episode 10. So Taro said, I would be traumatized. Mike says, I think Fatima is going to sculpt someone like an effigy or something. Could be. Okay, Joyce says, I'm saying she went down the hatch and Fatima and Elgin are scheming to block it off for nefarious purposes. So you think that they put the wall up? That Fatima and Elgin put the wall up there, and Boyd is hammering down the wall that Fatima and Elgin created? Oh, okay. So you're saying that nothing to do with what Boyd's talking about. That they're making that whole that mud thing to block off the hatch to keep people from going down there, or to keep people from, or to prevent the kimono woman from coming up this way. You're saying that? Okay, yes, a secret room. So Joyce84 says, yes, because it used to be a secret passageway for the monsters, and now it's been revealed. Okay. So Restar says, Ellis used charcoal in season 1. I don't know where all that went. Maybe Smiley took it. Maybe. So Jessica, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, I thought I missed the live. I'm so glad I didn't. Hey, everybody. Yeah. So you did miss the pregame show, but we've been on for close to like 50 minutes. So we're here with the regular thing. So Taro T says, do you think Fatima will protect Smiley, and is Boyd his father? So Boyd is Smiley's grandfather. And will Fatima protect Smiley? I don't know. It seemed like, based off what Fatima said in the trailer, that Smiley knows that she was afraid. So it seems like Fatima is not going to have the connection with her son like she should as a new mom. Yeah, so that's the direction it seemed like the show is going, just because Fatima said that. And then plus Smiley said, hey, Kenny, nice to see you. And we know that Kenny is the one that took out Kenny's dad, so that kind of had significance with that. So Taro T says, worse than Tabitha. If Tabitha shouldn't have been digging that hole, Boyd definitely shouldn't be hammering one. Exactly. Maybe Boyd's gonna maybe the cost for Boyd finding the knowledge after, hammering this wall might be him losing Ellis. That might be the cost.
Jade. What? Tell me you got something.
Oh, does it look like I have something?
Yeah, so Jade's gonna have nothing. Maybe after the mushroom trip, Jade will have information that will lead Boyd to hammer behind Colony House or the root cellar or the church basement wall. One of these walls is getting the hammer, and it's got to be someone's basement or the root cellar because of the pattern. We don't know where, but so this image is darker, and it's because I got it from like someone else. I think on one of the teaser trailers. I don't remember, but the reason why this image up here looks clear and you can make out what's going on is because I was able to edit the image that came directly from MGM Plus. But because this came from like, I think it was YouTube or something, and you know other YouTubers ain't finna take the steps to edit the videos and stuff to make it clear, so you can actually go through and look at frame by frame and be like, oh, well, this is this and this is that. They're not going to do all that. So for all we know, this could be the root cellar, but it's just not lit up because the image is dark or whatever. So Ross says Smiley needs some milk. Yeah, he does. So he'll stop eating people. Stop the eating.
Killing spree. Killing frenzy.
Right. Stop eating people. Be good and do better. Smiley, do better. Red Star 24 says that would be crazy if Sophia takes out Ellis in front of Boyd. Yes, it would. Everybody would be crying if that's the case. Yeah, everybody would be tearing up. Man, people would be putting their lighters up while watching the episode. Mourning with Boyd. Okay, so we did all we can do with this image and comparing it to other places that got the stones in the basement and stones in the root cellar and whatnot. I mean, there's not much we really can do, so I'm going to take this one down. Let's see. I think we already looked at this entire thing. Oh, no, that's the thumbnail. Okay. So that's the thumbnail to this video. In case you missed it, and this is all coming from the spoiler trailer that we looked at. So whatever Boyd is hammering, we should get on this episode of Myths and Monsters. Maybe we'll get I'm hoping that we get all the Jades playing the violin. We're going to get Julie seeing the man in yellow, eating a buffet. So all this should be answered this Sunday. All of this should be answered this Sunday. All right, so... Okay, so now we're going to go to the email. We've been on here close to an hour, went over a little Myths and Monsters stuff. Oh, and I don't remember if I said it here, but we based off of what Amazon's provided, we now know that when Julie's talking to someone and she has the book in her hand, talking about this place is impossible, she's talking to Randall, not Tabitha or Ethan. So that's been solved. And then also it's definitely of Myths and Monsters that this pertains to, this behind the scene photo, because Julie's got on the little Hawaiian, I guess, shirt, this brown design that we see when in the trailer she sees the man in yellow and runs from him while he's eating a buffet. So we got that answer. We got that, and now we are no. So now we're going to go to the email. Yeah, so just to kind of repeat, when young Victor came up and saw the massacre, the boy in white was like right there looking at bodies. No man in yellow, no Julie. So all of Julie's story walking is this season is probably going to be her going to a scene right before or right next to something we've already seen. So she's not going to be able to change the story. She just adds other elements to it as if she was in the story the whole time. We just didn't see her the first time. So her story walking is not really going to have much of an effect, unfortunately. But it is going to be cool to see. All right, so let's see. Oh, okay. You know what? The pregnant lady. So, okay. Well, first we're going to do Mita's video, and then Amanda had some pregnancy stuff. She's not pregnant, I don't think, but she saw someone in the township who was pregnant. We're going to look at it. If she is, congratulations. I don't know. But she was sending stuff, or she sent a screenshot of someone in the township being pregnant. We're going to look at that. So I don't want to get any rumors started. Okay? No rumors. No rumors. So House of Mystics, yeah, seasoned pregnant lady. Exactly. Yes, man in yellow was bent over behind the car on the left. So he's right. So the vehicle is right. The vehicle that man in yellow is going to be behind is this vehicle right here. Julie's going to be over here, and Julie's going to run this way towards the church. And I guess the man in yellow is going to look at her and maybe walk towards her and try to pursue her. So all of that happened the whole thing as far as the man in yellow munching on people is going to be a few feet from where young Victor is standing right now. And this is the post office. This is the Matthews new home, the the Star Magic Motel sign right there. So Victor came really close to being in vicinity of the man in yellow. So I guess it's reasonable to believe that it wasn't the monsters that did all this. Maybe it was the man in yellow did all this munching. So maybe the man in yellow looks up and sees Julie. She runs off and he goes back to eating people. That's crazy. So now the question is, what caused everybody to just be laid out like this? I thought it was people falling from the sky, going through the faraway tree. Maybe it's something else. So Nost says this could be what Victor sees after blocking out the man in yellow. Victor said he thought it wasn't real. Yeah. What if Victor is the man in yellow walking toward Julie and Julie is the boy in white? Could be. Now, could be. However, Victor being the man in yellow and Julie being the boy in white, it is a Fatima is Martin comment. Uh-oh. Got it. So just in case if you're new and you don't know about what is Fatima is Martin about. So a long time ago, when season 2 first started, people were just throwing ideas out there, and one of the ideas is that Fatima is Martin somehow. And so the actress who played Martin, the actress who plays Fatima saw the meme, and it officially became Fatima is Martin. That means it's beyond the stretch, beyond the yoga stretch. Fatima being Martin is just like, it's as far as you can go. It's the craziest level of theories. Is the Fatima is Martin. Because Fatima's not Martin, and it's crazy to think she is. So whenever a comment comes out there, even from myself, that's so far out there that it's like, okay, we're beyond jumping the shark. Yeah, it is the Fatima is Martin. That's what that is. So we officially have the Fatima is Martin comment. Yeah, we had to do it. There are no wrong answers. It's bad data in, bad data out. There are no wrong answers. There's nothing bad. There's no wrong answers, no bad answers. However, it gets to a point where it can be Fatima is Martin level, and it is what it is. House of Mystics. What if Victor is the man in yellow walking toward Julie, and Julie is the boy in white? Yeah, Julie being the boy in white is the Fatima is Martin. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. I like it. I like that. It's just, we're out there. It's out there. Yeah. So congratulations, you got the Fatima is Martin. I don't know. You got the Fatima is Martin. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so unfortunately, I'm going to take just a quick 3-minute break. Just a 3-minute break. We're gonna listen to some music, and then when we come back, Mita Leon has a Dropbox video, another one, so we'll listen to that. Then Amanda Kenny has a pregnant lady. We'll look at that scene. She sent the screenshot, and it's official, but we'll look at the scene on the episode, and then maybe some more stuff from email. And then after that, you all can let me know, do you want a panel? And we'll do like we did the other day when I was testing the stuff, where we'll do a panel type thing, and nobody comes up. We'll just chit chat. And while we chit chat, I probably am going to eat. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. And then we'll come back and we'll go knee deep into some more stuff. So there's that. So we'll do some music. I'll come back in maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll keep the party going. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you for listening to the YouTube music. While I took a break. Thank you for House of Mystics for being a good sport with the Fatimas Martin. So now we're going to roll into the Mita Leon, another Dropbox video. So she hasn't really said if I can like play the video well, not play the video, but like if I can show you the video, which has her cammed up. She hasn't really mentioned it, so I'm not going to do it like I did last time. I'm not even sure if she even like listened to the response that I gave last time, but we will do it again. So this is, May 6th. This is Mita. No, I should have said her first and last name. This is Mita. I think her profile has her first and last name. So, all right, it's 5 minutes. Mita, come on now. 5 minutes. All right, so we got a 5-minute video from Mita. Let's do this. Let's do this.
All right, here I go again. Hi, Mita and her Dropbox. I'm sorry, I know I'm old. I use Dropbox, whatever. But I got a whole list of like comments. If you can.
Jesus. Okay, we're gonna. Yo. It really is a list. You know what? Okay, I tell you what. We're going to screenshot. So last time we had the list. We're going to do the list again. So screenshot the list. This will be the image that I put up there. See, Mita, you should be, I'm not complaining, but at this point, instead of giving us the list, you should just hit the panel link and come up on the panel. Come up on the panel instead of giving us the list. Just come up. So if you're watching the replay, Mita, you're overdue for some panel work. Instead of giving us this list, right? The list. It's 5 minutes of list. It's time for you to do some panel work. So Red Star 24 says, maybe the man in yellow can only consume the people before the cycle ends with Tabitha, Miranda, Christopher, Jade, since they died. Before Victor, he was safe from being taken out, and that's why the boy in white was happy. Could be. So Milan says, definitely needs to be on the panel. Right. It's 5 minutes of a list. This is where it's like, okay, it's time for you to just, because you're camming up in the Dropbox video. I'm only showing the list because you didn't say if I could put you on the screen, and you don't have to be cammed up or anything, but 5 minutes for the list. It's time for you to do the panel. We're going to do it this time, but after this, it's time for you to just keep your list, keep making your list, but come on the panel with the list so we can all discuss this in real time. All right, let's do it with this 5-minute list.
See it? Yes, and I write in cursive. Yeah. All right. And the one thing I like about your channel and stuff like that is like you are not afraid to go to like the religious route, right? And then talk about like, religion and how it can. The story seems to be like that, right? Like there's something biblical with like the sins of the father, the man in yellow or the deity or whatever he is and stuff, made a sacrifice to, the wrong God, right?
Hold up. House of Mystics says Mita is putting in that work. Don't encourage this. Do not encourage this. Because if she's putting in the work, it should be putting in the work on the panel. So Amanda says, you should see my notebook. I write after each episode. We all do. That's fine. that's fine. But if and you know what, Amanda, you are another one. Hold up, Amanda, we got to call you out too. Yeah, Amanda's another one. Got to do it. So Amanda, you have a lot of notes. Soon, not tonight, not right now, but sooner or later, you're going to be called to the carpet, come in front of the congregation. You're going to have your notes with you and come on the panel.
Breaking news.
Yes. Everybody who's got these notes, we need you on the panel. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I appreciate the notes. I still want you all to email the notes, but just know that you're overdue for a panel visit with the notes. So Mita, still sending notes. Amanda, still sending notes. You don't have to do a panel. However, you're overdue for some panel time with these notes. I'm just saying. So Michelle says, I have no notes. Well, Michelle, when you get some notes, and you're going to have some. Jessica, you another one. Hold up. You another one. You don't start saying period, and you another one. We gonna need y'all with these notes, these links. Panel, you all are overdue for a panel.
These nuts.
Right. Red Star says, everyone heard me swiping through my notes trying to read my illegible writing. Right. Who else is overdue? So Mike is safe. I haven't really got any notes from him. He's safe. Who else? Now, you don't have to do a panel. You can still email stuff, but just know that there is a seat on the panel with your name on it when you're ready. So Mita, we gonna do these 5-minute notes, but you overdue. Mita's overdue. Who else is overdue? Amanda, you overdue. I saw some Michelle Williams. Yeah, you overdue. Who else overdue? Yeah, there's a lot of people who they owe. You're like in the negatives. You got a seat with your name on it. Who else is overdue? I think everybody else. So that's everybody in the chat who's overdue. So Amanda says, one night I will be a panelist. One day I got to get nervous and my southernness comes out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just letting you all know that you all have a seat with your name on it. You are overdue. So it's not like you owe taxes or anything. It's not like that crazy, but I'm just saying. A lot of people are overdue with y'all notes. Let's see. Is that let's see.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Right. So I think that's it. Those are like the main ones who are overdue. I think everybody else is kind of like yeah, so and you know who else is overdue? So I'm not going to say your name. I know you want to stay hidden, but let's see. I know you like to stay hidden because you shy. So, person's name I'm gonna just say ARKO. I can say that. If your email address has an ARKO in it, you know who you are, and you emailed me one day on April 26th, and you said, we're all waiting for your theories about the new episode of From, and you've been sending a lot of emails, you're overdue too. Who else? Who else is overdue? I think that's it. So I'm just letting you all know. Oh, and you too. Let's see who So your email address has MADZE15 in it. I don't want to expose your whole email address. You got some symbols that I can't read because I can't read Arabic. You're overdue as well. You mentioned about the car tire. Season 1, you said your point is the crash is always happening on the same spot. You went in depth with that in email to the point where I had to tap out. I'm like, hey, we're emailing like 1,000 times. Guess what? When I tapped out emailing and I'm like, hey, you know, at this point, it's time for you to just make a video. Don't make a video. You got a spot on the panel too. So those are all the people who are overdue. You all can still send your notes and everything. But I'm letting y'all know. You're overdue. You're overdue. You're overdue. Exactly. 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 All right. So Mike says, say hi, lurkers. Exactly. Say hi. All right. So we're going to continue on with Mita. She's going into a religious thing. I don't know where this is going to go. Hopefully it goes somewhere where people are not jumping off of stuff because they're sad.
Okay. And that's why they're in this mess. It's just like the story. I'm Catholic, so it's the story of Abraham, right? Where Abraham, God was like, you know, you got to get rid of this, you got to do this, and then like sacrifice, and then he was like, you know what? Now the ultimate sacrifice, you're gonna have to go ahead and get rid of your kid and stuff like that, and then you'll get all the riches and blah blah blah. So Abraham is real close to doing it, and then what happens? An angel is like, stop, no, you're not gonna do that. Okay, so it kind of is like the same thing. Do you think like the man in yellow, the deity or whatever, because it's either going to be something like that, or it's like Welcome to Derry and It, where like you know how like it is like some cosmic thing came down from a meteor or whatever, like, you know, something like that. Hopefully it's not. I don't want that to happen. I want it to be like a little bit more like biblical, you know. Anyway, so then even like I feel as though it's like the sins of the father. Like, you know, like even from the beginning where Boyd was like, got to that one guy and he was like, you know what? A man protects his family, la familia.
She's talking about Frank. So Frank was basically held responsible because Megan opened up the window and the grandmother creature came in. That was like season 1, episode 1. And it was Megan and Lauren Pratt. So Lauren was the mom, Megan's the daughter. And Frank got blamed.
Familia, this and this and that. And then what happens? He goes in the box because he was like drunk. And then and how much?
Well, he volunteered for the box because Boyd didn't want him to go in the box. Frank volunteered for it at the choosing ceremony when the Matthews and Jade were doing the choosing ceremony. So Frank volunteered for the box. And like Father Khatri said to Boyd, that you built this guillotine in the middle of town and didn't want to use it. And that's the reason why Sarah hasn't gone in there. Acosta hasn't gone in there. Frank was being talked out of going in there. Boyd uses it as a deterrent, but doesn't actually want to use it.
Like everybody's like drunk and alcoholic. That shows.
Well, if you're trapped in a town where you can't, okay, think about it. You're trapped in a town, you can't leave. No internet, no cell phone service, no cable. You can't leave. Your only form of entertainment is what people bring in the township with them. Can you, I mean, think about how life is when you don't know where your cell phone is. My cell phone's right here. I don't even use it for you know, doing a show and stuff, and I still have my cell phone right here within arm's reach. Imagine life without a cell phone, no internet, no satellite, no cable. You can't leave. So if you love playing basketball, there's no basketball goal. If you love playing football, no football field. If you love playing soccer, no soccer field. If you love going fishing, there's probably no fish. I mean, it's lake. It's the Brundles is a lake. and then there's a lake out there where the settlement is. If there's no fish out there where the settlement is, no more fishing. And then what else? You can't just go for a drive and like go anywhere because you drive in a straight line. It's a circle. What else? Yeah, you can no longer go on airplanes. No Ferris wheels. No fairs. You can't go traveling to Paris. You can't experience weather change if you like the snow all the time. They had snow, but you can't experience it anymore. I mean, people are going to lose their mind. And then even with the alcohol, it's only the alcohol that's brought into town. When they make the alcohol, it's crap. So you can't even get good alcohol. If you like restaurants and different varieties of food, like hamburgers, fries, baked chicken, lobster, steak, you can kind of get steak because of the cows and stuff there, but there's only so much you can do. And also, Tien Chen Lu was doing a really good job with the diner. There's no more Tien Chen Lu. They take everything. There's nothing fun in the township.
Oh, sweetie, it doesn't work that way.
And even when you do read, even when you do have a bunch of books you can read, eventually you read all the books. Oh, and also, if you like styling and you like clothes, all you have to choose from is the clothes that are there. What if you're a size 9 or a size 13 and they don't have your size? You can't just go down to the store. You can't order off of Amazon. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough in the township. It is rough. What else you can't do? No more cheeseburgers. No more If you like Whataburger, no more Whataburger. No more pizza. Especially because Tien Chen Lu is gone. You can't get none of that. You're going to be drinking. If you're like, man, I quit drinking 9 years ago, you're going to start back. There is no more quit. You're going to start back.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
Right. No more digging holes. You can't even dig holes. If you love digging holes, you cannot dig a hole. You can't do any of that. And let's say you like going out for walks at nighttime. You can't even leave the house at nighttime anymore because of the monsters. You can't do any of that. So yeah, you're going to be drinking. You're going to be drinking. And then let's say if you're religious, like Mita says she's a Catholic, unless you bring a Bible with you or you're cool with Sophia, there's no Bibles for you to read. None of that. None of that. Like probably the only good books in town right now that no one's read are the ones that Ethan's got, the Chromanocle and that other one. Jessica says, well, you could take Fatima's butt. Well, hold on. Is Fatima still making it? She's gone through some stuff. Fatima might have closed the doors and is not making that anymore for anybody. So now you don't even have that.
You can't save them all.
Right. So it's rough. It's rough. If you enjoy driving a vehicle, eventually the fuel goes bad and expires. You can't drive anymore. If you like exercising, there's no treadmills in town. You can walk walk the town. I mean, you're going to be walking the town anyway. So all you can do is walk the town. And then if you got to mow grass, the only way to cut grass is a manual lawnmower. The one where you push and got the blades on it that goes in a circle. Yo. Yeah, anyone who goes to the township is going to be drinking. And like Tom the bartender says, everybody who has a plan or an idea, they always end up right back in the bar.
Got him! Got him!
Yeah, everyone who has a plan ends up in the bar. Look at Jim making a radio tower. I'm sure Jim ended up right back in the bar. Jim's in the bar like, man, I did communicate with someone, but the equipment messed up. So there's that. There's that. Square dance. Oh, you could square dance. You could square dance. So there you go. You have to do stuff that people used to do in the 1800s. Oh, well, at least between mid-century to in the past, like 1800s. So square dancing. There you go. There it is. There's a fresh plant at the end of every glass. Exactly. Right. So Amanda says she'd miss her phone, all her downloaded movies, shows, and music, recipes. I mean, if you bring your computer with you, you got that stuff. So, but what if to log on your computer and to get past the security system, it has to be logged into a some type of Wi-Fi or has to be plugged into somewhere to have internet access. Eventually, your computer is going to say, to get you past the security prompt, you got to be connected to a network if you got one of those computers. If that's the case, you're done. So if anything you have needs a internet service of any type or a mobile service, you're done. You are done. You're done.
Interesting.
So I can't blame them for being drunks if that's all you got.
Oh my god. All right. And the whole thing with Khatri, I have to rewatch it because I'm thinking there's more into it. Like he got Sarah, he got information from her. They were like in the dungeon or in their basement. And then he was, I think we are living in the 74th chapter of the Bible. Okay, the talisman. What happens if like the talisman? Well, maybe it could be. You know how Catholics like they'll put like the cross like on like the doors and stuff like that, or wear it for protection against like the bad stuff, and then and relics, right? Catholics are known, well, a lot of religious people are known for like relics. Like there's this one is Saint Benedict, and then he has like a prayer to ward off all evil, keep attachments away, like bad attachments away from you and stuff like that, and the people wear it. So what happens if the talisman is like some kind of like ancient writing that is not deciphered yet, but it's like a protection spell, right? Couldn't that be it? It could be as simple as something like that. It's just a protection spell, and nobody can decipher it yet. Where's Jade at, right? All right, so I think like the 10 Commandments with Moses and written in stone and stuff like that. So I think that might be something. All right, and then now I'm like going into the religious aspects. I mean, good angels versus bad angels. I mean, like he's like the evil tooth fairy, and I know like that with the whole thing with the tooth, it's like that like the voodoo a santeria, that like you take something like a hair or I don't know, a tooth or something like that, and you own them, you own their energy, you own their soul, and then maybe like he'll use that to like go ahead and I don't know, regenerate to that person and stuff like that and trick them. All right, what else do I got? Oh, and if Kenny, because I was just looking at your video, if Kenny's mom and the bartender Tom is like walking around in plain sight and no one's seeing them, so I guess they're ghosts. I don't know where the story is going. It's like between
okay, it's a minute left. Yeah, Mita, it's time for you to panel up. It's time to panel up. So if you're watching on the replay or from the clouds, yeah, it's time to panel up.
Let's do the damn thing.
You don't have to. I don't mind, the videos and everything, but yeah, it's time to panel up at this point. Because your notes, yeah, it's time for you to say your notes on the panel. Panel up. Stop playing. No pressure. You don't have to. Nobody has to. I'm just saying. It's a minute left and you're overdue for a panel. I'm just saying. So Noft says, I was thinking we're watching the past, and Julie, we see story walking is from the present, trying to change things. Yes, I agree. We're seeing them suffer from Julie's mistakes, sin, story walking. Well, I mean, it could be. It could be. It's just Julie's not really, in my opinion, not really making she's not really changing the story. She's adding to it. So for all we know, put it like this. Let's say Jim died the original way that Julie remembers him being. Like, she saw him in the barn and everything, and he died the same way without her being there in the episode. She's not really making a difference. I think she's retconning, but I don't think Julie's doing anything negative. I mean, maybe the story walking is causing her to age faster than normal. That's why she has the gray hair. Maybe her story walking is causing some type of effect we don't know about yet. I'm sure that if that was the case, the man in yellow would have mentioned it to her. Like, he said, we got to stop meeting like this and everything. And it just seemed like he wasn't really upset by her story walking. And I mean, the boy in white hasn't said anything to her yet. So I think Julie's story walking is a cool feature, but it's just a cool feature. Kind of like Sarah with the voices. Like the voices are like a cool feature, but it's not really doing much right now, or really hasn't done much as far as in the series. I mean, it's gotten to a point where Jade is having to take mushrooms or having to consume mushrooms. So story walking from Julie, the voices from Sarah, the dreams from Elgin, whatever Ethan has gotten, it just really hasn't had a impact on the story to really help them do anything or help Boyd defeat something. Really, Boyd got the idea of destroying the music box from something that happened at the wedding between Alice and Fatima. And yeah, I mean, Boyd's been pretty much the hero of the story, and he really hasn't needed any help. He's been stumbling upon stuff. So Face Your Dig says Julie's story walking is creating a rift in the space-time continuum. It should. It should. We'll see. We will see. All right, so Mita, you got a minute left. I'm going to respond back. If you're watching a replay, I'm going to respond back and say, Mita, it's time to do some panel work.
Either going to be something religious, which I really, really think that is like that, biblical stuff or whatever, or I'm still thinking they're in like a purgatory hell, to be honest, you know? And I know Akasa's in like the basement. I'm sure she's going to find something, a clue. I think she is going to light up everything and maybe even like tag Sophia and know that that's, you know, really not her. You know, she was, I don't know, a pilgrim from back in the day. All I'm waiting is for like a horse-drawn carriage, you know, like a pilgrim. I don't even know, like somebody just rolling in with a horse this time. Did it. Anyway, all right. So it's Dropbox. Sorry for that. But my notes keep coming and my mind keeps playing different scenarios. All right, talk to you later. Go, religion, go. I love when you can do that. Peace out.
Go, religion. What? Okay, so that was Mita, everybody. Or maybe it's Mita or Mita. See, that's what I'm saying. If you came on the panel, you could say my name is Mita. Is it? You say it at the beginning? Let me make sure. You say it in the beginning? How to pronounce your name?
All right, here I go again. Hi, Mita and her drop.
Okay, Mita. So, Mita, everybody. All right, thank you for that, for the notes. Thank you for the notes. So, I appreciate it. And I'm going to reply, letting you know, I appreciate the notes. You're overdue for a panel. I'm going to save you a spot. You definitely have a spot saved. So if you're like, I don't know, I just don't want to, I'm late for the panels. No, you're not. You're never late. You're not going to ever be late. You, Amanda, Kenny, Jessica, y'all got a spot saved. You're never late. There's always some room. All right, so here it is. Let me respond to this. Hi, Mita. I played your video on stream. Not show your face, just audio. You are overdue, in all caps, for panel work. No pressure. You don't have to. And you can still send notes. But you have a seat saved forever. Thanks. So there it is. Here is the stream. Yeah, because let me go and share it. Put the share link right here. All right, you're overdue. And I appreciate it. Response, and this is May 8th. All right, so that's the response from Mita. All right, so Amanda's got some notes. We're going to do Amanda's notes. I'm going to take this down. Yeah, overdue. Yeah, it's cool, Amanda. We understand over 1 day is fine. No pressure. You don't have to. I'm just saying you got a seat reserved. You have a seat reserved. It'd be a crime to not give you a seat. All right, let's see. Okay, so Amanda says, and we're gonna, no, you know what? First we'll do the pregnancy thing. Then we'll read the notes. So we read the notes from the desk of Mita, then it'll be the notes from the desk of Amanda. And then I think Jessica said something. I'll look. Maybe she didn't send anything that needs to be on the stream. Let's see. So this is when Father Cawtree was taken out. This is the night of the Colony House massacre. So this is season 2. And no, season 1. So it's yeah, I think it's all good things. I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's all good things. See, Julie ends up in the root cellar. The boys are in the sheriff's station. Having a good time. Okay, here it is. So we're going to see. So I don't know why I thought this, but I was always thinking that Fatima was the only pregnancy in town. In actuality, remember last time we saw the pregnant monster. And I mean, this is a pregnant lady. And, you know, I'm going to present you all with a question after we see this because, okay, I'm going to keep it like this so you all can see it. Okay, so I'm going to take this down for a moment just so I can get to the part and not have to worry about YouTube tripping. So Boyd asks, what about Ellis? I don't know. Okay, right here. Here it is. Yeah. You see how they're helping her? She kinda looks I mean, boom, there it is. There's the baby bump. What is this? Where are you? Okay, so she looks very much pregnant. That is a baby bump. I mean, and it kind of makes sense because in Colony House, all they do is do stuff like rabbits. That's all they do is mess around like rabbits.
Oh man, you guys got jokes. Everybody got jokes tonight, dog.
Yeah, so they're in there doing it like rabbits. So it's understandable that people are going to be doing it like rabbits. So we have this kind of woman looking pregnant and distressed face. My question to you all is, because we don't see her anymore, did she have a miscarriage? Or the reason why we don't see her or baby is because the monsters got her? What do you all think? Because it's one thing to say, okay, she had a miscarriage, but we don't see her anymore. I mean, unless you all have seen her somewhere else, but it's not like she gave birth in the sheriff's station. I think that we lost both of them. So Red Star 24, maybe she was carrying the cowboy creature. Wow.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
I found out by asking the question. Now I kind of regret asking the question. This could be the cowboy creature's mom. You say this place wouldn't break you. Well, it broke my mom when her water broke. Man, oh man.
I didn't choose this life chose me.
Yeah. But she does look very much preggers. So what happened? I mean, this could be a mystery equivalent to Boyd serving with a Brian Kelly, and then a Brian and a Kelly came on the bus season 2, and we don't know anything about that. But where, right? Another immaculate from Inception. So it's Julie. You think she's pregnant with Julie? You think she's pregnant with Julie? Guess what? We got another one. Got another one. Oh man, got another one. So it's rare to get 2 in the same stream. Well, we know you're kidding. We know you're kidding, but still. It's only so much you can do with the kidding. Yeah. My face said it all. The statement said it all. Yeah, you are on a roll. You are on a roll. I think we're gonna try to limit you with 2 Fatima is Martin type comments, because after that we might have to have the people in the white coats to come check you out. Like, we got one right here. Take care of House of Mystics before they end up like Acosta, and they're driving around in an ambulance talking about they're going to get out of here somehow, some way, and then now they're swerving into a ditch, or at least trying to.
Unfrickin' believable.
So Amanda says maybe it is Eloise. Whoa, Amanda, don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Amanda has dropped a Fatima is Martin. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say, y'all. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. It's getting crazy over here. I don't know. Maybe it's something in the water. I say stop drinking the water. Maybe instead of avoiding the bar and drinking the Fromville water, just drink the liquor.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, just drink the liquor. If it's something in the water, just drink the liquor. Avoid the water. The water's not doing good tonight. The water's not doing anything good for us. So Jessica says, say nothing, just pass the award. Yeah. All right, back to the pregnant lady. Man. Yeah, you know what? Okay, let's do it. Wrong answers only. Who is this in the township? Who is this in the township? Wrong answers only. Who it is? Who is it? Because obviously we're giving birth to either a monster, the man in yellow, someone in the township. I'm waiting for someone to say, you know what? This is Father Cotry. This is Donna. This is Boyd. This is Boyd. Donna. Father Cotry. They're all coming out. They're all coming out, and that's why we don't see any baby. That's what I'm waiting for. Which one? Who's coming out?
Yikes.
All three are in the shot. Who's coming out as this baby? Who's coming out? Jim. There it is. Jim. So Jim is going to be. Jim is like. Let's see. This is season 1. Before the Matthews house collapsed. So Jim is over here in his home and the safety of the Talisman Stone, and he's also in here. I like it. Thomas. You know what? It could be Thomas. So Red Star says, not the Brundles water. Victor was scared. Yeah. It may be Victor coming out of here. This could be Victor or Henry. Could be. So Amanda says she was joking. We know you were joking. We know. But still, Fatima is Martin. Still. Henry. Yep, Henry's coming out of here. Yep, Henry's about to be born. He's about to be reborn in his 60s. No, 70s. He's going to show up at his home in Maine. A grown man like how Smiley was when he came out of Fatima's hoo-ha. Yep. So Mike says that lady's belly is the lake of tears. Oh my God.
Wow.
The woman's belly is the lake of tears.
What the heck?
Actually, it's pretty good. You know what? That might be the comment of the night, y'all. Yeah. Martin being reborn. There you go. Martin is coming out of here. Reborn. He died. He's going to die. Season 2, he hasn't even been born yet. He's not even chained up to the wall. Not even born yet. There it is. The question would be, who is the daddy? Okay, who could be the daddy? Let's see. Maybe the daddy is... Let's see. I think the dad is probably the man in yellow, or maybe Randall. Hasn't even shown up to town yet. Hasn't shown up to town yet. Randall's the dad. Or it could be someone is the dad and shapeshifted into Clara. Or, no. Yeah. So Clara's the dad. There it is. No. Or this baby is now without a father because Trudy, who used to be someone else, got her pregnant, shapeshifted into Trudy, and Trudy just got taken out by the monsters. So there it is. Wow. Maybe Victor reacted to the Brundles like Randall did at the ruins. Could be. Could be. The priest. So not Father Khatri, not the priest that showed up with Sophia, but the priest in Maine when Tabitha went to confess, "You are the father." Wow. Wow. Yeah. I could see, you know what? That priest did look a little shady. Talking about something, he wants to take the confession. Are you sure you want to take the confession? Or do you want to let us know about your secret baby? There it is. It could be David on that show Evil. Remember David? He was having relations with that demon, thinking it was the other girl. I forgot her name, the woman. It's been a while since I've seen the show Evil. Could be David. This could be David's baby from Evil. I mean, he did at the end of the series. I mean, the show got canceled, but he did at the end of the series. He went to Rome. Yeah, he was about to leave the priesthood. The father, oh my God. The father is Jasper. Wow. Yeah, that's hilarious. There it is. Okay. Now that we've gotten it out of our system, we're just checking out what Amanda has sent us about the pregnant woman. She looks very much like she's maybe 6 months, I say maybe 6 or 7 months. Hard to tell, but we need to know what happened with this. Where is she? Where's the baby? We need to know. So yeah, this was a good find. Yeah, we are all smoking the same stuff. Exactly. Red Star says, this is David from the story in the Bible of David and Goliath. Could be. Wow. Okay, let's see. So Amanda has some notes. So the pregnancy thing is out there. We're done with this. We are done with this. She sent me pictures, but I just wanted to show the episode in case anybody else wanted to see it. So she says, so all of which I will type out and send. All right, so number 1, Miranda has at least pictured the boy in white. We have, true. 2, Christopher, Victor, Henry, Sarah, Tabitha, Ethan, all these characters have seen and communicated with the boy in white. Who else? I think that's pretty much the whole list. Yes, that seems to be the whole list because Ethan, when he first arrived in the township, Tabitha was pushed out of the lighthouse. We know Victor did. Sarah, in season 1, episode 10. Christopher, Miranda. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so as far as like people, I responded back and mentioned the animals, you know, the German shepherds, but I mean, she was talking about people, so that was kind of like not answering that question. But that seems to be the whole list. So out of everybody on the list, I think it's just certain people. I mean, I made a video saying that maybe Sarah was like Jade's long lost daughter. I doubt they're going to go that route. Maybe they could. They can go that route if they want to. I imagine that the real question is, what do they all have in common that would enable them to see the boy in white? Because the only outliers would be Henry and Sarah. Because Victor comes from Miranda. Ethan comes from Tabitha. Christopher is Jade. Jade has not seen the boy in white that we know of. He probably will see him and can see him, but the only outliers are Henry and Sarah. So maybe it could be, I mean, you could say maybe because Henry is Victor's dad and was married to Miranda, maybe that has something to do with it, but there's not really a connection that would put Henry and Sarah with the rest of the group. Unless they just all have abilities. That could be the other thing, because Sarah could hear the voices and Henry may have an ability that may come out. And then Victor may have an ability that might come out that may be revealed at the end of this season 4 and season 5. So Amanda says these are initial notes based on only one viewing. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it's just I am kind of curious as to why Henry can see the boy in white. Henry being able to see and hear the boy in white has thrown a monkey wrench in a lot of things that I thought. Like with Sarah, you can what if this and what if that all day. But with Henry, it's just like, what makes Henry so special? Unless Henry is really evil. But I don't think Henry is going to be that. I mean, I think at this point with season 4, they're kind of giving us not necessarily answers to seasons 1 through 3, but they're presenting us with questions and concepts and then answering them by the end of the episode. So if they were going to give us something, I think they would have told us about Henry like they're doing with Sophia. It is kind of fun seeing Sophia being like a mustache twirling villain. So I imagine if they're letting us see Sophia in little moments, they would let us see Henry as well. So I'm not really sure about that. And then, you know, there was a comment about Eloise. I'm hoping Eloise is alive to kind of see the dynamic that Eloise would play, and maybe she would be the... Oh, okay. Let me tell you what would be awesome. Here is what will be awesome. They probably are not going to do it. Here is what will be awesome. This is it. Are y'all ready? Okay, what will be awesome is when Boyd takes the sledgehammer to the wall. Let me bring him up. Do I still have him up? No, I don't. So let me bring him back up. Here's what will be awesome as far as Boyd. And as far as him doing the sledgehammer to the wall. Let's say he's in the root cellar. What would be awesome is behind this wall is a room And in the room, there's like another way to get in the room. And in this room would be the place where Eloise is being kept. So if it's the root cellar, let me pull up a picture of the root cellar so y'all can kind of see what I'm thinking. And it's a stretch, it's a yoga stretch, but it would make sense because with the root cellar having like a bed in that room, it would make sense that Eloise has been captive the whole time. It's just that to get to her, there's like another way. And Boyd is hammering the wall to avoid going down there where the monsters are. Because I'm going to show you two things. First, I'm going to show you this image. And then I'm going to show you this image and kind of explain my thinking. And then, it's a stretch. It's a yoga stretch. But there's no reason that we have a skeleton dude in this room. There's just no reason there should be a skeleton dude in this room unless this room is larger, or it was larger, and this skeleton dude was like a prisoner in one part, and then Eloise is a prisoner in another. And this guy just like starved to death. Or maybe the worms were put inside of him or something. But it would be interesting if this room was really larger, or this room is beside another room on the opposite side where it's just like this room, but the entrance leads somewhere else. And out and on the other part of this wall is where Eloise is being kept. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, it would make sense for this room to be where Eloise would be kept in, the root cellar room, as a prisoner. And we know the evil side keeps prisoners because Martin had the worms. So Eloise could have something inside of her that the evil side is keeping her alive for. And we know that the monsters don't kill everybody because Randall's alive. And notice, while Randall's been alive, after his face was cut up and neck was cut up and everything, Randall no longer has the cicadas. So it could be that the monsters were wanting to take the cicadas out of Randall and they left him alive for whatever reason. It could have been like the whole purpose of them getting Randall, saying that we get Randall, is because they wanted to remove the cicadas from him.
You can't save them all. Oh, sweetie, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, like they may have been trying to remove the cicadas from Randall. May says ceiling seems a bit low to be swinging that sledgehammer that high. Well, I would say that it could be just, it depends on what wall Boyd will be swinging at. But then again, it could be the bottom of Colony House, as far as in the basement. So I guess we'll see this episode that comes up this Sunday. Jessica says, wonder if they killed Randall and he is really a shape-shifting. Oh, that would make sense. The same way that Sophia took one for the team by being in the car wreck to enter in the town. The same thing could happen with Randall, because it just seems kind of odd that this Randall is not being plagued by the cicadas and was kept alive. So it would make sense that this is how a shapeshifter could infiltrate, and it's by Randall. Like the man in yellow is not the only shapeshifter. That would make sense. So Amanda says, I want to see Jade and his daughter to meet up, etc. Jessica says it would be good for Jim. It would be good for him to befriend Julie the way he is. Exactly. Yeah, it could be. Could townspeople who sacrifice their teddy bears be reincarnated and moles and characters we know? So that's a good. It's interesting you asked that because on the previous stream that we did, not the last one of the chit chat one, but the actual like show one, like this one is. We saw a woman in the town that looked like the swing coat creature. So it could be that the monsters are walking around in plain sight during the day. They just aren't acting weird. So Nost says, I think the monsters thought that Randall was the man in yellow. But they cut up his face though and put him on the ambulance. And then they called Randall because the nurse creature told Boyd while holding up the ambulance keys. She said something, but then she says, we get to keep Randall though. So they know who Randall is by name and by face. I mean, it could have been the man in yellow as far as shape-shifting, but remember when Sophia was outside before Kenny went out there and Sophia was like fake crying, looking at the forest, the monsters came out after Kenny got close. So I think at this point it's kind of established, unless we see something different, that the monsters work for the man in yellow. So in my opinion, Sophia doing the fake crying and the monsters coming out after Kenny got out there is reason enough to believe that the monsters work for the man in yellow, or at least with him. Yeah. So Amanda says it seems like the only Tabitha and their daughter had a moment while Jade was in the background playing like Tabitha told him to do. It seemed like only Tabitha and their daughter. Right, the original daughter. I think Jade and the daughter may have had a moment. I mean, Tabitha left like a bad mom, and Jade, who knows what kind of conversation he had with the Nkui kids. I'm sure, the daughter is on the ground kneeling there, seeing Tabitha walk off, and I'm sure, then she looked at Jade, and Jade was like, I don't know, hopefully he says what happened after Tabitha left, and Jim ran into her before Jim got killed by the man in yellow. Because it is interesting, what did Jade do with the Nkui kids who were there and his daughter kneeling down? Did he just keep playing, or did he just walk off? We do know that he eventually went to Tabitha and said, we need to talk. They showed us stuff. They may be being the Nkui kids. All right, so maybe Miranda passes down her abilities to her children. I think so. It could be possible. As did Tabitha to her children. So currently, who has seen and or communicated with the boy in white? You made a pretty good list. Who seems to be dialed into town? Who else but a sibling can communicate successfully with Victor? Yeah, I think Henry's doing an okay job, and Ethan's doing an okay thing. So that's pretty much it for that. So, so Google AI had a suggested reply. I'm going to read, you know what? AI is putting everybody out of business. So AI's reply was better than what I did, what I sent. All right. So, hopefully Eloise is alive to communicate with Victor, because if Eloise is alive, Eloise would be the one to really understand where Victor's coming from, because she would have grown up in the township too, even though I believe that she's in captivity. So AI is saying, hey, Amanda, wow, lots to dig into here. I'll go through these observations and theories during my next review session. Thanks for compiling all this. Talk soon. Damn. Hey, you know what? AI has replaced me. Because I replied back, actually, you know, with actual like dialogue, like I'm, you know, like a human would, but AI responded back with that as if it knew we were going to do this stream. That's crazy. Okay, so, and then it's the pregnancy emails. That's pretty much that. From the desk of Amanda, and yeah, so there's that. So I think that's all that we were gonna cover today for this quote unquote show. We've been on for 2 hours. So, oh, you know what? Okay, Victor did say he came in a car like the rest of us. When everyone died, he was eating them. Yikes. So we're going to see the man in yellow munch down on people. So we know the man in yellow didn't get this guy because the shirt seems to be intact. So it could be maybe the worms. Maybe he died of starvation. Who knows? So hopefully we get an answer for this guy. Answer for Brian Kelly. An answer for the pregnant lady. I think everything should be answered, not just them picking and choosing what they want to answer. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I would hope that. I know Doug said on Julie B. Deep Dive's panel that he believes that everything doesn't have to be answered. And I'm like, Nah, we need everything. Like by the end of season 5, we should all be complete. We should all be complete. So Red Star says maybe that's the connection of who can see the boy in white. So what connection is that? What I miss? 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 Right. Jessica says I gotta have all the answers at the end, no open ending. Yeah. So Amanda says, happy to help whenever we can. Yeah. And don't think a compliment's gonna save you from not having a spot on the panel. I'm just saying. But yeah, I appreciate Amanda and everybody else who sends stuff. It helps with the experience. So Amanda says, Tabitha seems to be always bossing her husband around, even without saying anything a word. Just using a look like Gen X know all too well that face because of our parents. Exactly. Tabitha was bossing Jim around until he died. Now she gives him his flowers. It's too late, ma'am. It's too late. And then also she went to Jade. It should have been you. It should have been you. I should meme that. I keep thinking about memeing it, but don't do it. Yeah, it should have been you. It should have been you. And to me, that's the reason why Julie doesn't want to tell Tabitha about the story walking, because Tabitha is mean. She's rude. You see Julie had a heart-to-heart with Tabitha about when Tabitha and Jim experienced the death of baby Thomas, that they became withdrawn. She didn't have that with Jim. If you go back and watch the scenes between Julie and Jim, Julie doesn't have smoke for Jim, and Ethan doesn't either. They both have issue with Tabitha, and Tabitha's alive. And look at Ethan. He's wandering off, not telling anybody where he's going. Dad just died. You're leaving your mom by herself, because Tabitha ditches them all the time, just like Miranda. Tabitha's Miranda is showing. And then Julie is confiding in Randall because Tabitha has work to do to connect with her kids. So Henry's saying, don't go through the tree. What about your kids? Tabitha ain't thinking about her kids. Miranda wasn't thinking about her kids. No one is thinking about the children. You know what the irony is? Tabitha was saying about save the children and ain't even trying to save her own.
But that's okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Son. You know what? No. Okay. Could Donna be Eloise? Okay. That takes a leap of logic for Donna to be Eloise, be in the township, and not remember the township, not remember Victor, not remember Henry, and even to have a sister who had her face torn off that Henry doesn't know about. And I mean, Henry kinda would know his own daughter, unless it's like Miranda having like another daughter that Henry didn't know about and Victor didn't know about. You know what? 7762. I'm trying to save you, but I think that's a Fatima is Martin. I don't know. It's very difficult to say that Henry doesn't know a daughter, and then Victor didn't know about another sister, and then Miranda had a daughter. It's a lot. It's a lot. Trauma. I mean, it could be trauma. But Henry has trauma that's keeping him from remembering. Victor has trauma to keep him from remembering. Donna has trauma to keep her from remembering. Donna had a picture of her and her sister on the dresser drawer while talking to Tabitha. That means Donna has trauma. She doesn't remember. Henry has trauma. He doesn't remember. Victor has trauma. He doesn't remember. And I'm talking Donna would not remember dad, brother, or let's just say that Miranda had a daughter, put her up for adoption, and then Donna got brought into the township, but is really Miranda's daughter, but not Henry's daughter, and Victor's half-sister. Victor never met Donna because Donna was put up for adoption. So that would mean Donna would be this adopted daughter, or a daughter that maybe was stolen at birth, and Donna never has been in the township, is Miranda's daughter that was put up for adoption, brought into the town, and basically Donna is Victor's secret half sister. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. 7762, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Donna is the adopted daughter of Miranda that she had with another man. That's why Henry doesn't know about her. That's why Victor doesn't know about her. And she's in the township as Victor's secret half-sister, adopted. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot to make Donna Victor's sister or half-sister, or that's a lot to, let's say, that's Henry's daughter. Henry would have to have trauma. That's why he doesn't remember Donna. Donna was adopted, so she doesn't remember Henry. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, House of Mystics, Tabitha actually has 3 men. So you got Henry, Jim, and then the original Jade. And you might as well say Jade too. You might as well throw Jade in there as well, because now that Jade remembers who he came from, he basically is the original husband and the current husband technically. Plus you got Henry, plus you got Jim. And then if Donna is this secret daughter, Tabitha now has an original daughter, Julie, possibly a secret half daughter, Donna, that was given up for adoption and renamed or named Donna. Miranda didn't know about Donna. That's a lot. Y'all, I think this is a new level, but I think there's a level beyond Fatima's Martin. I gotta find something for it, because this is supposed to be the final boss, and having Donna as like a sister, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know, y'all. That's a lot. I'm not even gonna play any music. I think this is a Fatima's Martin moment, and it's almost like it's a new level on the same echelon. So it's like this is Fatima's Martin version 1.1. Tabitha has husbands, secret siblings here and there. Could be. For all we know, Tabitha could have a whole gang of kids. Because we didn't hear about Christopher having any children. So Tabitha could have a whole gang of kids. You know what? We need to ask Tabitha. Okay, so Tabitha has some remarks. I'm going to play it about not wanting any more husbands. But you know what? Tabitha, you got a gang of kids. You have a gang of kids that you need to figure out, what are you going to do to make up?
You're asking if I'm gonna.
What are you going to do to make up for all these Christmases that you've missed? What are you going to do? You've been asked about the love interest, and you're like, you got enough husbands, but what about these kids that you did not visit or get them anything for Christmas? What about the kids? You're saying, you're talking about saving the children. What about your children? The ones that you created and you don't know what happened to them. Tabitha, I got questions.
You're asking if I'm gonna have another love interest? I have enough husbands in one place. I don't need more love interests. I don't want more love interests. So no, I'm sorry. You're asking if I'm gonna...
What about the kids? You're talking about saving the children. You know what? Save the children might be all of the kids that Tabitha has made throughout history. Not the ones that have been sacrificed. They're done. But the other kids, the ones that are not in the township, you need to save them. What about those kids? Hashtag save the children, the ones you made. All the children that you made need to be saved as well. You need to make tombstones for them. Hopefully they come back. And cooey them. So Amanda says Tabitha has 3 husbands. Yeah. Tabitha's kids are the birds. Oh, yo, that would be wicked.
Unfrickin' believable.
Imagine if all the crows are all of Tabitha's kids. That's why they got close to Victor, because they're trying to meet their half brother. No, he's their the half brother. They're trying to. It's basically all the crows that came into town's a family reunion. Oh my God! You know what? Oh wow! Oh wow! Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
A whole family reunion. That's what the crows are. I like it. A family reunion. They came to mourn Papa Jim. They came to mourn one of their, they know about the other daddies. They know this is not my daddy, but we came to mourn one of our daddies. We're all united as crows. You know what? I'm tempted to go to Instagram and type on Catalina's Instagram and be like, those crows are all the kids you've made throughout all of your cycles of being in the township. Man, I will probably be blocked so fast.
What the heck?
I don't have the guts to do it. Those crows are all the children that you made in all of your lifetimes. Man.
Yikes.
That is bananas. Amanda says, I've been saying there needs to be an episode called Tabitha and her husbands. We need an episode describing each of these relationships and the kids. Do not forget the kids. Remember, save the children. Save the children. Yeah. Those crows are all the dumb questions she asked the boy in white. Right. Save the children. Wow. Thomas trying to warn them about the man in yellow. Tabitha and her children. Wow. Okay. So I have nothing left. We went through the episode 4 trailer, the spoiler trailer, the press photo, Mita, the desk of Amanda. You know what? I think we're good. So now the next question is, does anybody want to do a panel? Does anybody want to do a panel? If so, I'm going to set up my fancy setup and we'll panel it up. because I'm about to eat dinner on this panel. This was fun. We back tomorrow night. Well, so tomorrow night I'm going to prepare for From episode 4. I'm getting in position for that. So I think because I get my episode Saturday at 9 p.m. Pacific time zone. So I'm sorry, but I'm locked in for I gotta get it prepared. I gotta get my notes together. I gotta do errands in the morning. Yeah, From tomorrow night, I'm locked in for From tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna do something for the episode. So the next time will be. Hold on, Hold on, what's next week? Oh, you know what? Okay. So, just to give y'all a heads up, I think the last time I'm going to do something, I'll try to do a video and upload and then a live stream on Wednesday, the 13th. Oh, is it 13th? Now, you know what? Maybe the 12th. I'm going to be traveling Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to be out of state till so we'll shoot for a live stream. The next live stream will be the 12th. I'll send the email out, but the 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 12th, and then another one maybe on the 20th. So the 14th through the 18th, if I do anything, it'll be like a panel thing, and we'll be doing chit chats while I'm while I'm unavailable. So we'll probably do that. Be another one on the 12th. And then another one on the 20th or something on the 20th. But then like the 14th through the 18th, it would be chit chat stuff. So it won't be like a show. It'd be a chit chat or a chit chat / panel thing. Maybe the 14th, and we'll see. I'll email. I'll post to the community tab and send emails out and everything. But it's looking like it's going to be some chit chat streams. It won't be like a show. Excuse me. It'll be chit chat. Oh, it's 11 p.m. there right now. Yikes. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so for me, I get my episode 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So like tomorrow plus 1 hour, I get an episode, and I'll be kind of knee deep in that. So I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. So yeah, it'll probably be a lot of chit chat streams and open panels and stuff like that for like a while, maybe a week or two. Okay. Yeah, Amanda, you can send as many notes as you want to. I was just joking about the panel thing, but yeah, you can keep sending notes. Okay, so you're in Florida, you can watch at midnight. Yeah. Okay, Comic-Con is there next Saturday. Okay. House of Mystic says this was fun. Well, this is pretty much every like quote unquote show. Sometimes I'll do a pre-show and then a show over here. Other times it might be a chit chat. The chit chat, it gets wild. So next question is, do you all want to do like a panel or anything? If not, I'm gonna close it down. So let me know. And so while you all kind of decide that, if it's gonna be a panel or not, or if y'all are interested in that, I'm going to I'm gonna set something up just in case. If people are like, no, they're good to go, then I'll just pretty much leave it. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Oh, see, Amanda, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So let's see. So YouTube does not use private messages. So I tell you what, so here's the link to it. If no one is if no one comes up, I kind of promised that I would leave the chat open. So to do that, it's going to be so to like leave the chat open for people who just want to chat. It will still be a open panel video that I'll redirect everyone to. It's just that, oh, I messed up. So I'll redirect everyone to the panel stream. And if no one comes up, that's fine. I can just play music to keep the chat open for people who want to still like chat and stuff like you're doing now. I just don't want to leave this video for that because I don't want people who look at the video to think like it's longer than what it really is. So right now I'm having it to it's going to redirect to a video that says open panel from season 4 episode 4 talk. And I also put the link in the description. So all right, so the redirect is on. All right, and okay. So So there, yeah. So we're good to go. So you should be redirected, and then I'll set it to go live. The link has been pinned to the top of the chat. If you don't get redirected, I'll grab my tablet and get everything set up, and then I'll hit live. And if no one's in there chatting with the music or coming on the panel, then I'll pretty much end it like we've been doing. So, so Amanda says at Spade. Yeah, so Jessica says, Spade, you got a good picture of that bracelet Tabitha Miranda had made. Yeah, I could email it to you. I don't know if it's a good picture. I can email you what I have. Let me do that now. Yeah, so it's just the Tabitha holding or taking the bracelet off of the holder. And okay, so yeah, so the email is gonna say Tabitha's bracelet, and I've attached it to the email. I'll send it to you right now. Was it Jessica that wanted it? Oh, Amanda wants the picture. Okay. Okay. So Amanda wanted it. Amanda wished we did. Okay. Jade's bracelet looks like it's similar to Jim's. It does. It does. Okay, so Amanda, you wanted it instead of Jessica? I tell you what. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to do a blind carbon copy to both of you. Both of y'all may want it. Both of you all may want it. So it's gonna so nobody will get anyone's email address, and you both will have the bracelet picture. Boom, there it is. All right, so that's the bracelet. That's the best I was able to do with it as far as editing the picture and stuff. So you can, hopefully that works out. All right, so there is that. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you'll be redirected, and then I'll hit go live, and then we'll have the chat open for everybody if people want to chat and don't want to necessarily do a panel. All right, so thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out.